What's up, everybody? We are back. Game 4 in the books. C's come away here with a massive win, 155 to 104. Yes, 155 points in regulation. It's hard to believe what I just watched. I think they said that was the most points the team has scored since 91, 92. So 30 years. And it's the second game in a row where this team has put up 75 points going into halftime. The franchise is so storied, it's so historic, it's legendary. So whenever milestones are reached or records are broken, you just know something special is brewing. And that's how I feel 4 games into this season. Granted, the last 2 games we played, there has been a giant talent gap. We played the Wizards, we played the Pacers without Halliburton, but I don't think that discredits what this team is doing. Because like I said last episode, this team last year came in against inferior teams and either had big leads, took their foot off the gas, or just simply came in lacking focus and blew very winnable games. This year feels different. It feels like this team is playing for something bigger. It's playing championship basketball and it's not getting bored of the process. Again, 155 points. It doesn't matter who you're going against. That's impressive. And the most encouraging part to me is it wasn't just the 3 ball. They did it from all 3 levels, got to the free throw line. It was just an offensive clinic. We all remember that Missoula quote from last year where he said something like, if we're not shooting 53s, then I'm disappointed. But it doesn't feel like it's going to be like that this year. It seems Missoula is giving the guys more offensive freedom. Great to see Tatum use that new strength, use that new muscle to get in the mid post, back guys down, rise up over them, go through them, get an easy layup, get an and one. Stick on Tatum for a sec. Is his 3 ball back to being elite? The past few years, his attempt shot up to around 9 a game, 8.5 a game, and he struggled to shoot better than 35% from 3. But through the 4 games this year, shooting around 8.5 attempts, he's up to 42%. Over the past few years, when his percentage has been down, I think defenders have still respected him like an elite 3-point shooter. But if he's legitimately hitting 40% of his threes, 42% of his threes, he's working on becoming unstoppable. It's a beautiful, effortless 30-point game from Jason Tatum tonight. Let's go back to the offense as a whole. I think that the first 4 games, from the Knicks game to tonight's game against the Pacers, we've seen tremendous growth in the fluidity and the flow of the offense. Let's go back to game 1 against the Knicks. When the starters were out there, it felt like they were aware of how much talent they were out there with. And it seemed like they were thinking, okay, I got to get my shots, but I also know I got to get this guy his shots. And sometimes things just felt forced and clunky. But tonight felt like the complete opposite. These guys got stops tonight, which helps the offense get going. The ball had momentum. The ball had energy. The ball found the right people. And sure, some guys had to sacrifice. KP got 7 shots. Drew got 9. But the sacrifice didn't feel like a burden. It just felt like a bunch of high character guys playing for each other. And let's hit on D. White real quick. How confident does he look on the offensive end? You guys will remember when we first traded for White, there were some games he would hit some shots, and there's other games, especially in that playoff run, where he was scared to shoot the ball, like legitimately pump faking, not to try to fake out the defender. He's pump faking himself because his confidence was so low. Position threes, coming off ball screens, hitting threes, catch and shoot from the corner. It doesn't matter. He's just getting it up, and he's getting it up quick. It's just beautiful to see Derek White play with this amount of confidence. This team could throw out 5 guys who shoot 40% or better from 3. If that's the case, I don't see how any team is supposed to be able to guard that 5-out lineup, especially when those 5 guys are also top-tier dribble penetration players. I'm a defense-first guy. I think most Celtics fans are, but this offense, the way it's coming together through just 4 games is super exciting. I think throughout the season it will just continue to impress us. It's fair to say, what do you guys think? A top 3 offense is definitely guaranteed, right? Just let me know what you think. Super quick for the rest of the starters, let's hit on JB. JB got his tonight, and I think what was most interesting and encouraging about his game is he's coming off a game where he shot 13 threes, right? And tonight he shot just 1, and that just shows his willingness to adapt throughout the season. His role might not be the same every night, like every other starter, but they're just willing to accept it and move forward and make other plays. KP got him where he fit in. Didn't see the ball too much on offense, but got to the line, which I was like. Drew had an efficient 15 on 9 shots. I like that he was on ball a little bit more, making plays for others. And let's hit on the bench, as we always do, as I always do, but I'm not going to stick on it too long. My opinion for now, like I said, just for now, is that the bench doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good they are, because the way the rotations are, Joe sticks them out there with 2 or 3 starters, and the starters are definitely carrying the load, which is okay. because they seem equipped to do it. It was great to see Hauser come in and get his shot going. It was great to see Pritchard come in and blow by people. It was great to see him get into the teeth of the defense, make plays for himself, make plays for others. And great to see Banton come in and get out in transition and get some buckets. Overall, I just liked what I saw from the bench. I did. They came in and the lead actually increased. And more importantly, we got to rest Al. I think he played like 11 minutes tonight, and we just need to keep Al fresh. We all know that. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. There's not much I could dive deep into here. It's another game, giant talent gap, talent discrepancy. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. I might have my green goggles on. You might too. We're 4-0. Know how you guys are feeling after game 4. Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? What is this team great at? What do they need to work on? Let me know in the comments what you think. Schedule gets a little bit tougher coming up. Brooklyn, Minnesota, Philly. And this is the month of the in-season tournament. I think that game is against Brooklyn November 10th. So we'll see how all that goes. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate anybody who listens all the way through. If you enjoy what I'm doing, like, comment, subscribe. If not, it's no big deal. I'm here after every single Celtics game. I will see you November 4th. Brooklyn Nets. Peace.